What up? It's Zucchini. You've read the title. We're gonna be ranking Silent Hill box art. Cause box art is pretty important. It kind of encapsulates, something about the game. And it's its own art piece. And Silent Hill has a lot of artistic qualities and a lot of iconic imagery, so let's rank them. Now, originally, I wanted to make this some big scripted video, but I kind of just didn't feel like doing that for just a ranking video. So now that I'm open to doing unscripted stuff, I think it'd just be fun to do. So first thing is, we're only going to be covering mainline Silent Hill games. So we're not going to do any of the portable spin-offs, because it kind of just blowed out the list. Especially since we're going to be covering the regional differences of each box art of each game. So how we're going to do this is, we're going to first cover the American version, and then we're going to do the Japanese version, and then we're going to do the European version for PAL regions. Because it'd just be fun. It'd be interesting to see what'd be my favorite cover and what I think would be the most fitting for each game. So yeah, we're gonna start out with the American cover of Silent Hill 1, which it certainly is something. It's kind of a mess. It's a little bit messy. I mean, I do appreciate that they're trying to capture some gloomy atmosphere by making it all grayscale. But it kind of just looks like Harry's exploding in a bout of steam. But you know what? I'll give it points because it genuinely looks like a screenshot of one of those funny CGI moments in Twin Peaks. So I think that gives it some points. Just look at Sybil. Just Sybil faintly overlaid on top of Harry for whatever reason. That's kind of fun. And the logo's neat. So, even though it's very messy, I'll give it a little bit of slack. I'll just put in okay. And by the way, all the ranks are named these, because I think letter ranks a little lame. I think we need to be just that bit more descriptive. Because of course the best one would silent my hill, And that leads us on to the Japanese cover, which now we're on to something. I really like how kind of uncomfortable it is having this white clinical hospital wall just smothered in blood. That's immediately unsettling. I'd imagine being someone from the 90s just walking into the game store and seeing this would stand out a bit more. It's very understated. It doesn't have any crazy shit going on. But I'd say it's very well executed. It's subtle, but it's pretty good. I will say, it still doesn't really capture the sort of grunginess that Silent Hill 1 has. It's a bit more on that cleaner side, even though there is blood. But it's still really good. I'll put it here. It's still really good. Or just good, as I wrote it. And then that leads us on to the PAL version of the Silent Hill 1 cover, which, now this is some real good shit. This is, real good. Already making, Alessa's burnt corpse the focus of the cover already, makes it stand out a lot. As just being uncomfortable. And and then you got this really cool fucking logo. With the text that's all fading out and popping out. And varying thickness. It's very nice. It kind of reminds me of the Japanese cover for D on PS1 and Saturn. kind of reminds me of that, but like much darker and more crispy. A little more crispy. It is kind of a little deep fried, kind of like Alessa herself. But okay, yeah. So yeah, this is actually really good. I'm gonna put this in really good. All right, and that's Silent Hill 1. You see here we got like a good spread, but overall Silent Hill 1 has like some decent covers. It's pretty nice. Alright, now we're moving on to Silent Hill 2, with the American cover of Silent Hill 2. Now, as someone who doesn't like Silent Hill 2 that much, I'm gonna be real. This cover's pretty fucking awesome. There's like the close-up on Angela's face, and like all like this overlaid, like fading, layering going on the cover. And just like the green tinge to it is so fucking good. It's so like early 2000s in a good, it's so fucking good. Just black and green is just like such a great color combination. And I also just really like how the logo looks with that webbing going on. And like all like the transparent lettering going on behind it. It's so fucking good, and it is like iconic. So you know what, I'm gonna say it silenced my hill. It's really good. I really fucking like this. Next we got the Japanese cover, which it's kind of doing the same thing as Silent Hill 1. It's like, I think it's like that one area at the end with like the 9 red square things. So it's kind of just doing a similar thing, though I'm gonna be real, I don't think it's like as striking as Silent Hill 1's cover, the Japanese version. Like, I don't know, I look at it, it is nice, but I don't know, there's just something about it that's not as, like, striking. Like, I feel like I would see this at the store and not think that much of it. So, yeah, I'll put it in good, but I'm not gonna put it above the Japanese cover of Silent Hill 1, which, by the way, I'm also gonna be like ranking them within each rank from like left to right. So I'll also be ranking them that way. I probably should have said that at the beginning, but you know, whatever. And then that leads us with the PAL version of the Silent Hill 2 cover, which this is also pretty fucking good. Like, it's much more minimalistic, I guess. You know, it's mostly black, and then you have like this gritty strip of, I think it's Maria's face. And it's like a very kind of like tealish green color. It's still really fucking good. It's still really fucking good. Kind of like minimalistic, but also really gritty. Like, it's very eye-catching and like pleasing. I really like it. I'll put it in really good. I don't know if I like it more than the European cover of Silent Hill 1, but I'll just keep it there for right now. But yeah, Silent Hill 2 has some really good fucking covers. It has some really good fucking covers. Alright, now we're moving on to the American cover for Silent Hill 3. And I'm gonna be real, I kinda don't like it. Now, I appreciate that it's like a callback to the American version of Silent Hill 1. I do like that, with with having sort of a close-up of Heather's face next to like a background. But it's just kind of strange that like they did like no color grading at all to like make Heather sort of blend in with the background. I don't know, it's kind of like they just dragged and dropped like key art. And that's it. Like, when I first saw this, I honestly kind of thought it was like a fan-made cover. I didn't think it was actually real. I do like the background of the alleyway. That shit looks cool. So that's saving it from being at the bottom, but like, I don't know, it's just, I don't really like it. Sorry, Silent Hill 3, but your American cover, it's just not my taste. Just, which then leads us to the Japanese cover, which this is real nice. Now that I'm like actually looking at it closer, it's also kind of like a callback to the Japanese cover of Silent Hill 1, because you have like the tiles going on. So there's that. And that's kind of it, but I mean, it still looks really good, really cool. Like it's all color graded to be nice and red. You got like a nice like sort of action-y shot of Heather. The logo kind of looks a little funny, but it still looks cool, and I really like how big and goofy the 3 looks. Like that's pretty awesome. It's real nice. I'm gonna put it, I think I might put it above the European cover for Silent Hill 2. It's real cool. It has almost like a collage-y kind of feel. It's real cool. And then that leads us to the European cover for Silent Hill 3, which it kind of feels like the American cover, but just done way better. Like it makes Heather look all like demented and stuff, and the way the logo is like blended is real cool. It's real nice. Like I can imagine just walking and seeing this and just imagining like it looks demented. But I mean, I don't think there's like much else going on with it, so I think for now I'll put it in like the top of good. I'll put it like above, come on, I'll put it above, come on, I'll put it above the Japanese cover for Silent Hill 1. Real fucking cool. Alright, and now we're on to the American box art for Silent Hill 4, which, despite this game being like my favorite thing of all time, I'm gonna be real, I kind of don't really like this box art. Okay, so like first things first, this dude's face on the cover, this handsome chap right here, it's kind of really stupid. He looks more like a Resident Evil zombie than like any of the ghosts in the game. I don't know, it just makes the color look goofy than like intimidating or anything. And also just like the color of it being red. Like, I don't know, red is not really a color that I associate with Silent Hill 4. I mostly associate 4 with like gray, maybe a little bit of green. I think the thing they're going for here is that like in the game, when you get close to a haunting, the screen does flash red. So I think that's what they're supposed to be conveying, but like, I don't know, I still don't think that really like embodies what Silent Hill 4 is. I don't think it really does that well. Also like, there's like some glow going on behind the door, which I don't really get why you do that. Cause like the whole thing is you can't really leave. Well, I mean, I guess besides at like the end, when like Henry leaves the apartment and then like it's all fucked up and like fleshy and weird, so maybe they're supposed to be like conveying that. I don't know. I just don't really like it that much. I mean, not enough to say that like I really don't like it, but like, I don't know, you're going right here for right now. You're going there. So for a palette cleanser, we got the Japanese cover, which is sort of doing the same thing, but just infinitely better. Just infinitely better. Like already, like the color grading of like this grayish green, already on point. The sort of face texture that they're overlaying, on point, that looks real spooky, that like looks like something you'd see in the game. And just like how grimy it is, the sort of like dark, grungy, contrasty look. This is real fucking good, some real nice stuff. This definitely embodies the game very well. For right now, I'm just gonna put it like I'll put it at the top of really good for right now, because like even though there's like a really good cover, I still don't think it like encapsulates the game that well. Like there's still like more. Silent Hill 4 has so much like cool imagery that I think could be better fit for the cover. I get why they use the door for the cover art, because that's just like a very iconic sort of imagery from the game. But I don't know, I think there'd be like more interesting things in Silent Hill 4 that you could use for the cover. So I'll just put that there for right now. And then we got the European cover for Silent Hill 4, which basically also the same thing as like the others. Better than the American one, not really as good as the Japanese one. It's kind of just very like blown out, glowy, fadey. I mean, I guess it's kind of its own like vibe kind of thing, but I think I'll put it in like good. I think I'll put it above the Japanese cover of Silent Hill 2. Maybe over 1. Sure. Do that. Alright, that's the sort of Japanese developed era of Silent Hill done. It's a pretty wide spread going on right here. You know, we got our ups, we got a few downs, but you know what, I'd say these are all pretty cool and stylish. Very like, couple like iconic ones as well. It's very good. So now we're gonna move on to the American cover for Silent Hill Origins. Which, it's kind of interesting. You got like, weirdly enough, you got like a live action Travis going on right here. I don't know, you know, if only they got like Norman Reedus to play him like they originally wanted. I don't know, it's just kind of like, okay. I like the shadowy like Alessa going on right there. And it's like a pleasant color. It's like a pleasant cover, but like, I don't know, not really anything crazy going on. I do like the little slash in the O in Origins to signify it's also 0. Like, that's neat. I think I'll might put it above the Silent Hill 1 cover. I'll just put it there. Just put it there for right now. And we got the Japanese version, which is pretty different. You got like, oh, I think this is supposed to be like that one scene in the end where Alessa is like destroying everything. I don't know. I guess it's more interesting, but I don't think it really conveys well what the like tonally and like mood of like what Origins is. I mean, I get they want to convey that this is, you know, the origins of like Alessa and stuff, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's nice, but maybe a little busy, I don't know. I say I like it better than the US cover, but not by that much. And then we got the European cover, which is sort of similar to the American cover, but I think executed just way better. Like, it cuts out live action Travis and just focuses on like the shadowy Alessa. And I think that's supposed to be like the house burning down, but like it's all blown out and white. And it's like, it's pretty striking. It is, like, it's interesting. I think I'll put it up in good. I think I'll just keep it below the Japanese cover of Silent Hill 2. Pretty nice. Pretty solid. Alright, now we're on to Silent Hill Homecoming. The first sort of PS3 HD era for the Silent Hill series. Like the next big home console game. So we got some fancy cover art. We got like this sort of painting of the two brothers. I think it actually looks pretty nice. The sort of composition of like a frame and a frame with the two shepherds, and then like, you know, just very unhappy sort of photo of them, and all like the grime and like cuts showing up. I think it's pretty solid. Not like anything like crazy or anything, but I think it looks pretty solid. It's just a solid good. It's a good. Alright. Now moving on to the Japanese cover is interesting because Silent Hill Homecoming never actually released in Japan. So what we got here is what would have been the cover for Silent Hill Homecoming in Japan, which I kind of really don't like this. Now don't get me wrong, it is pretty good art of Pyramid Head. I will admit it. It is very, very well made, very cool looking concept art, I'm assuming, of where it's from. But it's very good looking Pyramid Head. It's just, I don't think this really works well for the cover. Like, I don't know, just like imagine buying this at like a store and just like holding it. I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't work well as like a cover art. Like, it look cool as like a poster or as just like a print. But I don't know, I don't think it works that well as a cover. As like a box art for a game. I think it's like on that alone, I think I just don't really like it. I think I have to put it like the bottom. Because like, I mean, again, nice art, but I don't know, it just doesn't work well. And you know, Pyramid Head showing up, but I mean, whatever. It's just, don't really like it that much. Which then leads us to the PAL cover, which this one actually looks really cool. This one's like, I think it's live action, like some set that they set up for a photograph. And it looks really cool. The thing, just like the composition is real nutty, showing the back of Alex all shadowed up, and the shot of the nurse like sitting down. I think this might be like the opening like hospital area. I think this is what it's supposed to be, which it actually looks way cooler than that. It's like how all red and glowy and like grungy it looks. It looks real cool. Like, I think I'll put it above the American one. Might put it above the European cover for Silent Hill Origins. Like, I think it being live action just makes it feel strange and like deranged in a way. It's like a very deranged looking cover. Like, I feel like if I walked in a store, this would like really pop out to me. It's really cool. And of course, just like the logo. I mean, I probably should have said this about the American cover, but the logo looks pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'll put it, it's pretty good. Now, moving on to Shattered Memories it's kind of a bit disappointing because even though there are like differences between the covers, they're kind of mostly the same. It's just like, it's sort of just like a frozen Cheryl just on the cover on like a little swing set, and that's kind of it. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like a very like interesting, like eye-catching cover. Like, I don't know, so they'd all be pretty much the same rank. So they kind of just all kind of go into like, I think out of all of them, I guess the Japanese version would be like my favorite. And I guess I'd probably put the European version above the American version as well. So like, there's that. But I mean, it's still not that interesting. The only thing I really like about the Japanese version is just like the crunched out blacks, making the background kind of pop more. But that's kind of it. Not really that interesting. Okay, and now we're on to Silent Hill Downpour. Like the sort of last Silent Hill game for like a long while until the Silent Hill 2 remake kind of came out. And here's the American cover, which, you know, at first I didn't really like it that much because, you know, all it is just like a man. You know, the scariest thing of all, men. But I don't know, the more I look at it, the more I kind of appreciate it. Like the bottom half, like really looks really cool with the, you know, the rain sort of splatter, and it's all white. It almost looks like paint splatter that they like kind of just like puffed on. Like, it looks really nice. And then the logo looks pretty cool as well. So, you know, not the most exciting cover. So I think I just have to put it like right here. But I mean, it's pretty solid. Like, looking at it more, it's pretty decent. So just put it okay. Bottom of okay. And then we have the Japanese cover, which this looks real fucking cool. Like really cool. I think this was done by Masahiro Ito. And it's just like, it's very like eye-catching and like very like unnerving in a kind of way. Just like something peering out of like a wall or like maybe like through a sheet of glass. Like I haven't played Downpour yet, so I don't know if like anything in the game looks like this, if this shows up. But I mean, it looks really cool. And I also like the logo. Now I'm noticing it. The logo has like a bunch of like buildings and like a clock tower or something. Like that looks real nice. It's really like pleasant blue and grays. Like I'd honestly put it like way up here. It looks really good. It looks really, really good. I really like it a lot. I'll put it up here. Very good. And then that leads us with the PAL version of Silent Hill Downpour, which at first I kind of like, but the more I look at it, the more it's just kind of messy to me. Okay, so like first there's like a key art of like this monster that I think shows up in the game, where it's just like a guy with like straps on his face or something, and like it's layered on top of like, I think it's like the postman character. And like I kind of like the sort of play of green and red, and I like how the logo looks, but I don't know, it's just not very captivating to me. Just like compositionally, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like my thumbnails in a way, but you know, not to toot my own horn here, but I think my thumbnails are at least a little more eye-catching. So I don't know. I think I might put it above Shattered Memories covers, but just not that interesting. All right, and now we're up to modern day. Now we have the cover for the Silent Hill 2 remake, which unfortunately there aren't any regional differences in box art. At least I don't think so. It's just the one, which is kind of unfortunate because I kind of don't really like this cover. Like, kind of like the American box art for Silent Hill 3, I kind of thought this was like a fan-made cover. Like, I don't know, it's just very like weak. It doesn't really have any of the swag that the other Silent Hill 2 covers have, the original covers had. It's just, I guess it kind of conveys just like the emotional connection that James has with Maria, but I mean, it's just not that very captivating of a cover. Even if it does, like, I guess, convey the sort of themes of the game, it's just not, it's not that great, to me at least. Alright, and now we have the cover for Silent Hill F. Got the American cover. I think I made this list thinking that there was only one cover for Silent Hill F, but now that I'm looking at it, there's like a PAL cover. And I think this is also Japanese as well, where it's like one of the key art of just like the main character in the hall, in like an alleyway. So I'll rank that later in post. But for the American cover right now, I mean, I think it's alright. It's just like a shot of like one of the trailers, cinematics. I do like the purple coloring, but I don't know. From like what I've seen of like the trailer, I don't think it really like captures like the sort of tone and like feeling of the trailer. There's like more freakier, like interesting things that the game probably has that I don't think this cover really conveys. But I don't know, the game isn't even out right now. So who's to say? Maybe when I play the game, I'll realize that this cover is like actually really perfect and really conveys everything about the game. I mean, it's well made, so you know, I think I'll just put it at the end of okay. And in post, looking at the PAL and Japanese cover, it's okay. It's just a shot of the character. I'll probably just put it behind the American one, I think. I don't know. It's just alright. Okay, now it's time to just like adjust some things. You know, I think I might actually bump the Silent Hill 4 cover up to Silence My Hills, because, you know, even though it's not exactly what I'd want for the box art of Silent Hill 4, it's still really well made and still really well executed. So, you know, it is really cool. I'll put it up there. I think I might also put the Japanese cover of Silent Hill 3 at the top of this. And like Downpour as well. The Japanese cover of Downpour is also really cool. So I'll put that there. I think I might put the PAL cover of Homecoming up a little higher. Put it like right here. You know, I think I'm actually put the American cover of Origins over the Japanese one. I think it's just nicer to look at. Just purely on that level, it's nicer to look at. Same thing for Downpour as well. And Silent Hill F. I kind of actually don't really like the cover for Silent Hill 0. I should have mentioned that. I will give it points. I think I prefer having 0 in the title rather than Origins. Like, even though I don't like Origins being a prequel, I think 0 is just a cooler way of conveying that. Just like, have it still be numerical. I think that's really cool for a title. And hold on, I need to zoom in. I think it still has, yeah, and it still has like the slash in the O for 0. So, you know, it has both. It is pretty cool. And you know what? I think I might actually put the Japanese version of Shattered Memories above the European Downpour, but still have that be above the other Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I don't know. It's just my brain at work. I can't even like quantify how I like this more than these others, but not as much as this one. It's just, I do. And I think that's it. My voice is starting to get a little hoarse, so I think I'll have to like end it here, but I think this is it. This is how I would rank the box art for Silent Hill games, including all the regional differences. Or at least just the 3 main ones. I don't know, maybe it's like some obscure like German cover or something, I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I specifically made this tier list myself on TierMaker, so I'll have that linked in the description if I can, so you can do this and share with all your friends. I'll make sure to include the regional versions for Silent Hill F, because I'm stupid and I forgot to check that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you.